say, oh my God, I see the way you.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Me and my group is here today, and we're going to discuss a certain topic in a few minutes from now. But as of now, let's introduce ourselves first. Let me begin with myself. I am Gail, and I'm currently in Vietnam. Next.
I am Anthony and I'm in the Philippines.
And hi everyone, I am Virgil. You can call me Riley. I am also in the Philippines.
All right. So again, Anthony and Riley, we are in one group and we will be discussing on this topic about endangered species. So this has been considered a problem, a global issue, actually. So we, after having read the handout, we will be tackling these three questions later on. But let's begin with finding the definition of endangered species. Anthony, can you tell the group what you understood about endangered species?
Um, Endangered species for me are those animals who are in extinction.
Extinction, exactly. After having read the handout, yes, endangered species, these are animals in extinction, and all countries are trying to do something in response to this problem. So we've got a lot of animals in extinction, but Riley, would you like to tell me what animals do you know that are in extinction?
What I have read on the handout that you have given earlier, it talks about more on whales. And
Hmm.
as I have read also, whales are on the top of the food chain. In fact, they are very important on the overall health of the marine environment.
Yeah, I definitely agree because since I am always watching videos on the internet, I have seen such endangered species as such as whale.
All right, yeah. So I think this is really an interesting topic for us to discuss. So to begin with, we've got here the first question. Do you agree that animal extinction is a critical issue?
Mm,
Um,
Yes?
oh yeah, I definitely agree of the animal extinction is a critical issue because animals have been huge help in our environment, especially the so-called symbiotic relationship, which means some of us, for example, we have frogs, mosquitoes, and humans. Without frogs, there will be no more there will be no more animals that will eat the mosquitoes. There will be more malaria and dengue and such.
Wow, good. I see you have been researching on this topic. Well said. Now let's go to the second question. So, Riley, what is your opinion on this? Do you think animals and people overall can live freely and coexist?
yeah, it should be like animals and we as humans should live together and coexist because, of course, animals are free can also get food from them, of course.
Wonderful, well said. Exactly. So I would agree that there are two major benefits we get from animals apart from other things, right? So we have here first, which is, yeah, would you agree with me that food, right? It's the major, one of the major sources of food, animals. So
Yeah.
we are big meat eaters. So therefore, animals really are helpful on that part. And second is companionship, right? So some animals, dogs, cats and some domesticated animals. We want to be with them. Some people even find
Yeah.
a lot of, I would say, friendship among animals than humans, right? All right. So we agree on this part. So we have the same opinion on these matters. And now let's jump into the last question, the third question. What do you think people can do on an individual level to stop the extinction of whales? But let me just give a background. Earlier, Riley mentioned about whales. So you focused on extinction problems with regards to whales, that out of the 13 species, six of them are endangered. That really is critical. So, yes, Anthony, what's your opinion?
Um, since of course our topic for today is all about extinction of animals as whales. Maybe I could engage myself in government programs when it comes to the sake of our, not just by the whales, but also our marine biodiversity. Or I have in mind is that I can also join in non-government programs or some civic rights.
Mm. Wow, that's a big stride. But thank you. What about Riley?
Since Anthony focused on government, he will probably pass the government. I should also raising awareness, like conduct
Mm.
symposiums or information campaign that would, of course, give information to every individual how the whales are important, how they make balance of the biodiversity, the benefits, and also the threats. Yeah, so just raise awareness. That's it.
Wow. So I like your ideas. I really am loving this discussion.
Yes.
So you said about something that every individual could do that is a very simple thing, just raising awareness. Well, Anthony said something about a bigger stride, doing something really bold. I mean, we can really do it if only we start doing it, talking to
Yeah.
the authorities so they can create some policy that can protect these marine species. You were mentioning about biodiversity. Wow, I am in awe of your answers. And I think you really have read a lot about this topic, coming here in this
Yeah.
discussion with a lot of brilliant ideas. So I think that is it. We have come up with extinction is a big problem, and that as humans, we consider them a different species, but they are of equal importance. So we think of how to revive those species who are in the brink of extinction. And finally, you gave your brilliant ideas on what should we do about this problem. So we have covered everything already, and we try to, as they say, do what you preach. So we will try to do that and hopefully inflict change in our society. So any final words, Anthony? How do you feel after we have discussed this topic?
Well, having this kind of discussion is very informative, and I am glad. So now I know about whales, how they are important in our society, how the whales give such huge help, not just in the field of medicine, in the field of marine biology, but also sooner or later in biomedical engineering, and it will soon help us possibly cure some diseases like cancer or Parkinson's disease, and so this will be a huge help.
Lovely. What about you, Riley? What are your takeaways?
I'm very much happy that, yeah, of course, I have read a lot of whales. Now that I am also a fan of going to the beach, and this discussion that we had is really great. I love this topic. So yeah, that's it. I enjoyed this one. And thank you
All
for inviting me
right.
also, Gail.
Thank you so much, Gail,
You
for
are welcome.
inviting me too.
The pleasure is mine. I hope that it will be fine with you, that we will be perhaps having more discussions.
Of course.
We will be talking about different topics. Thank you so much for giving your brilliant idea on this topic. And I think that's it. Let's say goodbye to
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye. Thank you so much.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine.